everyone, my name is Becky and this is my first attempt at a vlog. This is a come pack with me sort of what's in my park bag video. I wanted to give this a try because I have a few Disney trips coming up and wanted to have a go at vlogging before I actually have a go at vlogging in the parks. The kind of bag that I like to take with me to a Disney park is the well-loved the Loungefly. This is one that I picked up on my last trip to Walt Disney World in Florida at the beginning of this year, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the colours on it. We rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for the first time, which I absolutely loved, and I love that the pattern is reflected on this bag and the lovely blue colour, which is beautiful. I think this is a perfect size bag to take to the parks. You don't want anything too big because a lot of the time if you're going in the summer months it's already hot and sweaty enough without having a really big bag on your back. So I think if you can pop everything into a bag around this size, that would be great. As he's just appeared, this is my dog Chip, also aptly Disney named, and he'll probably make appearances in these vlogs. So if he pops up, that's who he is. So the first item I'd recommend taking in your park bag is a portable charger. Now, everything in the Disney parks currently seems to be on your phone, so you can use this for your maps, your fast passes, where to find restaurants and look at menus. It's really handy. I've also got one with 2 USB ports, which is helpful if you're going with 2 people, you can both charge your phones at the same time. The next item that's an essential for me is a water bottle. This is one of the Chili's bottles that we took to Florida earlier in the year. I'd really recommend a bottle like this because it keeps your water cold for the majority of the day, which is just brilliant. If you put ice in it, it stays cold for hours at a time. Also, I would always take paracetamol with me. This would help if you had a headache, your feet were hurting, anything like that. I always just take a little strip of paracetamol in my bag. Another handy item would be pocket tissues. If you're eating a Mickey Premium bar, get it all over yourself. Always helpful to have some tissues with you to clean up any mess. I'm a bit clumsy, so these always come in handy. Another handy item would be a Ziploc bag. Some of the treats especially in Walt Disney World, are huge, so you can pop the rest of your snack in here in your bag, or if you go on a water ride, you can put your phone, your camera inside, and you know it's going to be safe. Something else I would often take with me is a little hairbrush. This is just a little mini wet brush. I'll link it in the description box down below. Really helpful if your hair's been blown around on all the rides. You can just pop your hair up if it's annoying you or you look a bit like Bridget Jones and it's gone all over the place. In the same vein, I would always take a bobble. This one's really lovely. I'll see if I can remember where I got it from. Really Animal Kingdom-ish with the leopards on there. I would always take a bobble, and then if it does get too much with your hair being down, you can just put your hair up on top of your head. I would also take a small purse. Now in Walt Disney World sometimes I wouldn't even take this because I would have my magic band on, so I wouldn't necessarily need it apart from perhaps for my ID or anything like that. I would never take my full-size purse because I think it's just unnecessary weight. So generally I just have my travel cards in here, such as a Monzo or Revolut card, my ID, and then some cash. Now, if the weather is expected to be rainy, I would often take a little miniature umbrella. I would usually check the weather the day of and see if it was due to rain, and then decide whether to pack this or not. Really small, really lightweight, really handy, especially if it was, say, Disneyland Paris, where it's a bit more likely to rain, then I would take this. However, in Florida, the rain can be, as you know, slightly more torrential, so sometimes a poncho would be a little bit more protective in that kind of weather. This, again, weighs next to nothing, would pop it in the back of my bag, and if the weather is bad, then I would take this. Or if I were to plan on going on a lot of water rides, this would be what I'd pop in my bag. However, if the weather was due to be warm, I would take sun cream in my bag. I've got a little tiny one here. Sometimes I would take a full-size one, but really helpful, especially in the Florida heat. Again, on the subject of heat, if you're going to be hot and sweaty in Florida in those queues, really helpful, a little tiny deodorant can be really good, and then you're not worried that the person next to you in the queue is smelling you while you're waiting. Can't think of anything worse. I also have quite dry skin, so I would take some moisturiser in my bag just for my hands when I need it. I would also take a little Vaseline lip balm because with the humidity in Florida, honestly, you need it just to keep your lips moisturised. Another essential that I would take to both Disneyland Paris or Florida would be sunglasses. This pair is really cute. I do wear glasses usually, so I usually bring prescription glasses with me. Another helpful item would be this pocket fan. I love this, got this on Amazon a few years ago. I've recommended it to all my friends and family. I'll put a link down below. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's lasted me all day in a Disney park before. It's rechargeable, so it's got a little USB slot there, so if you do bring your portable charger, you can just plug it in and top it up. But I've never needed to. I've used it for a full park day, and it's been a lifesaver in those humid parks. Another handy item would be plasters. I've got a blister plaster here and then just some normal plasters. I would always go for comfort in the Disney parks if you're choosing footwear, trainers, or sandals, anything you know that's going to be really comfy, but just in case for some reason your shoes betray you, these are really handy. Again, weigh barely anything, so great to have in your park bag. If it were really warm and it was the summer months, I would probably bring a little hat in my bag. I got this when I last went to Walt Disney World at the beginning of the year. I think it's really cute with the characters on there. However, you wouldn't usually see me wearing one of these in the parks because I would usually be wearing something more along the lines of these. So I will always be wearing Mickey or Minnie ears when I'm in the parks. I think this pair are beautiful. They're just so lovely and plush and a gorgeous colour. They are made by Laura Rose Treasures, who I will link in the description box down below. But I do think if you're going to go to a Disney park, wherever you are in the world, then you really should be wearing Minnie Mouse ears, because if you're not wearing them, you're not doing it right. And finally, the last item that I picked up fairly recently for my last trip to Disney was this little ear holder. So sometimes if your ears are a little bit bigger than usual and you can't fit them in your bag, something like this is really helpful. So it's just got a little button on the front there, which you can undo and then clip your ears onto the side of your bag. So if for any reason they don't fit inside, like this pair that I've just shown is quite big, I will pop them on the outside of my bag and they'll be nice and safe when I'm on a ride. I really hope you enjoyed my first attempt at a vlog. I do have quite a few Disney countdowns on the go at the moment, so I'm planning to go to Disneyland Paris in November with some friends, and then I'm going on my first Disney cruise in December, which I cannot wait for my 30th birthday. It's going to be the first warm birthday of my life. Cannot wait. Going with my husband Paul. And then in February I'm going to Florida again with some family, so would really like to have a go vlogging along the way. If you can think of any ideas for videos that you'd like me to have a go at before those trips, then please let me know. Just leave a comment down below. If you did enjoy this video, I'd be really grateful if you could give it a like, because I'd really like to continue making them. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.